everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a list of the top 10 best DS laners in the game. So keep in mind that this is a list of the best DS laners and not the list of the best warriors. So you will be finding assassins who are really good in the DS lane, and you will also be not finding warriors such as Zephys and Zanis who are good in the jungle but not good in the DS lane. So this is going to be a list of the best DS laners. I have made this list based off of heroes who are good at rotation, who are good at fighting 1v1 against the enemy DS laner, who are good at crowd control, who are good at initiating, and warriors who are good at eliminating the enemy carry, that is their marksman or mage in the late game, and thereby contributing a lot to the team. So it's not just going to be 1v1, so don't expect like heroes who are very good at 1v1 to be very high up. Heroes who are good in team fights, and overall if they have really good stats and if they have really good contribution to the team, those are the heroes that will be higher up in the list. So with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off the list at number 10 is Richter. Now a lot of you guys might be thinking, why is Richter so down below in the tier list? And the reason for that is Richter doesn't win lane against other warriors. So if it is a 1v1 fight, which usually happens a lot in the DS lane, Richter won't be able to fight most of the warriors in the game. He is only good against a few, and the others, if they just come close to him and start attacking him, he's just a sitting duck who won't be able to hold his ground. And here I killed the Telenas and then I died to the Florentino without even being able to do anything at all. So that's just it. So even if the opponent has just 2 defense item or maybe even 1, Richter won't be able to take them out. Any warrior will be able to fight back and kill him. Nevertheless, he is very good at assassinating marksmen and mages, and he is very good at camping, as you can see here. Telenos was going to support Omega and then she ended up getting caught by me. So that is why he is number 10 in the list. Coming in at number 9 is Suarez. So Suarez is really good at stunning, and she's also good at life stealing, and she's very strong in the early game but kind of falls off in the late game. But you can compensate for that by building her full AD, and that is also something that is going on right now. You can just build her full AD and just one shot marksman and mage with a combo of your abilities. So yeah, she's really good at fighting. Unlike Richter, she's not too dependent on her abilities for dealing damage. She can use auto attacks also to unlock her passive. So yeah, and she also has a really long range. As you can see, we pulled Ryoma from very far away and we were able to finish him off and dive under the tower. So she can keep fighting as long as she is alive. She doesn't need to depend on her abilities a lot. So that makes her a bit better than Richter. But there are a lot of other DS laners who outshine her right now. She's also not very good at 1v1. So that is why she's at number 9 in our list. Coming in at number 8 is Maloch. So Maloch is the best counter to any tanky DS laner in the game. So you can pick Maloch against Roxy, Arthur, Tachi and Scud. So all these heroes are very tanky, right? Since Maloch deals true damage with his abilities, he will be able to counter them all very easily. And also he won't die against tanks, and you really need burst damage in order to kill him. So it is very hard to kill him, and he also deals a lot of damage himself. And also his ultimate is a very powerful ability, and it has a huge range and can be used to initiate a fight. So that is one of the best initiating abilities in the whole game. He jumps into the fight, knocks everyone up, and what more could you ask for from a DS laner? He just jumps in, deals a lot of damage and stuff. And the reason for him being 8th in our list is because he is kind of slow and he can get countered by heroes who have a lot of mobility, and he falls off in the late game as well because the enemy marksman will be able to take him out very quickly, and that is why he is at number 8 in our list. He is very strong in the early game, so you have to take advantage of it and end the match. Coming in at number 7 is the first assassin of our list, and that is going to be Wukang. Even though he is mostly played in the jungle, he can also be played in the DS lane, and he can be quite terrifying. Just his presence alone will be able to terrify marksmen and mages, and especially in the late game, he can just one-shot squishies and then go out of sight before even they realize that they have been hit. So yeah, as you can see here, look at that insane damage, guys. Both the marksman and the mage killed in one shot. So Wukang is very reliable when it comes to killing the marksman and mage in the late game. He can like go invisible, go to the backline and kill them off easily. And since you have him as a DS laner, you also have a jungler who is an assassin, and you have two assassins to rely on to eliminate the enemy's carries, right? So that makes him a very good pick. Usually he is in the jungle, but yeah, he's actually a very solid DS laner right now, and he can win lane against most of the squishy warriors. Coming in at number 6 is Yana. Yana is one of the most versatile warriors in the game. She can be an assassin, she can also be a warrior with a lot of crowd control. She is a pretty good initiator. When you combine Flicker with her first ability, she can just dive into the backline and finish the marksman in just one shot. She is very good at camping. She can instantly eliminate a marksman who missteps even once. So yeah, all these qualities make Yana a very good warrior, and she's also very good at winning fights in the DS lane. So she has a lot of potential to go 1v1 against most of the warriors in the game, and her 1 HP, like what is going on right now. See, we were at 1 HP, but we were able to jump from the brush and attack them back and kill them with our abilities. So since she has 6 abilities, unlike 3 which most of the heroes have, she has a lot of potential, guys, and she's kinda hard to play, but once you master her, she will be able to like get you to places, and that is why she is at number 6 in our list. Opening up the top 5 spots, at number 5 we have Allan. So Allan is one of the prime candidates when it comes to 1v1. Since he has a lot of lifesteal and he has a lot of damage and an ability to stun you and make you unable to move or use any other dashes, makes him a very big threat when it comes to 1v1. And he can win against most of the warriors in the game except Florentino and maybe a few others, but if you fight Allan head on with any other warrior, he will be able to take you out because of his insane lifesteal and his damage potential. So you need at least 2 people to kill Allan, or you need heroes who can like go away from him and make him hard to close the gap between you and Allan. So if you do that, you will be able to kill Allan. Other than that, just fighting him head on, it's going to be a very big mistake because he will be able to take you out easily. And also, even in the late game, if he is able to lock on to the marksman, he will take him out unless they use the flicker at the perfect timing. But Allan can also use a flicker to compensate for that, and for all these reasons, he is at number 5 in our list. Coming in at number 4, we have Zuka. So it's no surprise to see Zuka in a DS laner's list, even though he is an assassin, because he has always been played in the DS lane, and he's one of the best DS laners ever since his launch. And that is because he has a lot of dashes, guys. He has 5 dashes in total if you also include flicker, and he has so much damage, and his passive is literally a boost to his damage. So all this makes him just one shot any enemy in the late game, and he is also single-handedly one of the highest damage dealers in the game because even his passive increases his damage potential. So for all these reasons, he's at number 4 in our list, and he is also very solid counters to a lot of warriors. Even though he is an assassin, he can fight and kill most of the warriors who are kinda squishy. For example, Florentino. If Florentino misses his combo, Zuka will be easily able to take him out with his abilities. And yeah, for these reasons, he is so high up on the list. And also, I think assassins are like the most popular DS laners right now, and Zuka is and has been one of the best. So all this makes him a very potential candidate for the number 4 spot. So the number 3 spot goes to the third assassin in our list, and that is Murad. Ever since his buff to the first ability, which also gives him a stack when he uses it, Murad has been a very prime candidate in the DS lane because of his ability to irritate. So yeah, that's right, guys. He is a very irritating character in the DS lane. He will constantly be coming and ulting you, and you won't be able to do much except take that damage. Even though you don't die, you still take damage from him every single time he is able to unlock his ultimate, and there aren't a lot of counters to him because he has a lot of mobility. He can come from far away, just poke you and go away, and then come to you again and fully commit to you and kill you. So there is a lot of outplay potential also for Murad. So if he is in the DS lane, he will also be having a flicker. So yeah, he's really irritating. At the number 2 spot, we have Oman. So a lot of you guys might be surprised as to why Oman is so high up, but hear me out. The strength that Oman has and the advantage that he has over other warriors is his ultimate. His ability to lock an enemy in place is a very good strategy because whenever a jungler is ganking a DS lane, Oman can ult the enemy DS laner and together with the jungler he will be able to kill them. So even though Oman got nerfed, his mechanism is still there, and I think that is what made him really strong in the first place. So that is why I would still put Oman very high up in any warriors list, I mean any DS laners list, and he's also a pretty good initiator if he uses flicker and his ultimate to lock the enemy marksman or mage in the late game. Oman's team will be able to take them out. The only downside of Oman is that he's not very good at fighting multiple enemies, but he is very good at countering all the assassins in the game. Murad, Wukang, you name it, any assassin, and Oman will be able to take them out if he ults them. All the way at the top at number 1 is Florentino. It's no surprise because most of you probably were expecting him to be at number 1, and yeah, his ability to stay immune forever as long as he is doing the combo is just broken, guys. Unless there is Aurum or Alistair in the enemy team, no one will be able to stop a Florentino if he is doing the dance, and especially in the early game and middle game, he is simply unstoppable. A good Florentino will be easily able to take on multiple enemies in the early game and middle game, and only in the late game he falls off because the marksman damage will be too high. But yeah, until then Florentino will literally be unstoppable. He goes into a team fight, uses his ultimate, no one can stun him, he simply dances his combo, and yeah, kills multiple enemies and carries his game all by himself. Even though I think he's very strong as a jungler, I also feel like he's no less as a DS laner as well, because it's not going to be much of a difference him jungling and DS lane, and that is why he's at number 1 in our list. So that's going to be the top 10 best DS laner in my opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the list, and if you have any different opinions, please feel free to drop them on the comments below. I will go through them and let you know why I haven't included those heroes. And also, if you find videos like this interesting and want more of it, please make sure to like and subscribe the channel. We are so close to getting to 5,000 subscribers, and I'll be conducting a huge giveaway event if we reach there. So subscribe if you're new here, and also leave a comment below on what tier list I should do next, marksman, mage, support or jungler. So every week there is going to be a tier list video, and that is what I have planned. So let's see. So it's going to be based off your comments, so drop them, guys. And that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful, and if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a really great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.